on YouTube and welcome back to the channel. If you can do me a favor and subscribe and turn that notification bell on. If you didn't already, please like that video and dislike the video if you didn't like what you see today. That being said, let's get into it. Injury update. Kenny Galladay hyperextended his knee on Sunday. It's going to be a week-to-week ordeal. No broken bones, so thank God for that one. Also, Barkley sprained ankle, week-to-week ordeal, no broken bones there as well. So two good news coming out, and we should see them back in no time. Kind of stuttered right there, but let's get it. Daniel Jones going through protocol concussion, should be out there starting for us against the Rams, but we'll see how it goes. He should be able to go. He just has to go through that all the the NFL protocol and stuff like that when it comes to concussions. Andrew Thomas, they're still nursing his foot injury. Day-to-day, week-to-week kind of ordeal there. And as far as Tom, Shepard and Slayton, they got hurt around actually they got hurt in the same game. So, and both of those injuries are similar. So when one comes back, the other one should come back as well, and we should see them back on the field in under 3 weeks if I had to guess. That being said, let's get into the game. Cowboys versus Giants. Man, we had nobody out there on the field. Everyone was hurt. But we did have someone. We had our draft pick in Kadarius Toney, and what a game he had. He had 10 catches for 189 yards, and he was just running up and down that field, making play after play. His cuts was exciting to watch, and what a playmaker we found at 20. That being said, he did have an incident, in the game where he thrown a punch to a helmet, closed fist. One thing I have to say about that is you don't want to do it closed fist because you are going to get hurt. You can break your hand that way, Tony. I love the play of sticking up for your team, but at the end of the day, there's better ways to do it without being ejected from a football game. New York Giants, we're not going to get bullied. We're not going to go out there and we're not going to start a fight, let me tell you that much. But we're not going to get bullied either. So I love the sticking up for the players, sticking up for one another. But there's a better ways to handle that. Our defense, I'm more mad at this whole season. I want to get into this Cowboys game because on our defensive side of the ball, we did get some pressure. We did get pressure on Prescott, but we still let up a lot of yards, and we still didn't really play fundamental football. We was out of position a lot, and we still struggle on the defensive side of the ball. Now, I get it. As Giants fans, it's easy to point fingers. It's easy to say he did this. We should fire him. We should fire him. We should fire everybody. I understand that, and I kind of feel the same way too. Part of me wants to burn it down, but part of me still wants to battle. I don't want to retreat yet. I don't want to say let's talk about the future. I don't want to say let's talk about next year's draft. I still want to fight. I still want to be in this battle. I get it. There's sometimes you just gotta retreat. I don't want to slaughter everybody. But at the end of the day, it's football. Anything could happen, and I think this team has a lot of fight in there. And as much as I don't agree with some of the things that Garrett been calling on the offensive side of the ball, and I get it. Some of my family community and us family community here on YouTube, we don't like it. We disapprove of Garrett. But at the end of the day, as much as I'm mad at Garrett, I'm more mad at Patrick Graham, and I'm more mad at this defensive side of the ball. Last time I checked, I get it, was a special teams play, but it was a defensive player that hopped offside that cost us the game. Last time I checked, there's another defensive player that couldn't catch the ball, an easy ball to catch, that could have sealed the game, that didn't. And these are two defensive players that we heavily rely on. These are top names on the defensive side of the ball. We have another player that we're paying over $20 million, maybe $18-20 million to play football, and he's not been performing to his expectations. There's another player that has 1-2 good plays on the season, but took a massive drop on where he was last year. And obviously, Blake Martinez, we lost for the season with an ACL injury. But at the end of the day, even when Blake Martinez wasn't there, our defense wasn't playing top-level football. And it hasn't been playing top-level football. We played top-level football in the fourth quarter. Not really top-level football. We played really excellent football on the defensive side of the ball in the fourth quarter against the Saints. And last time I checked, the Saints don't have the who's who of who's who on receiver. So if we played better against the Broncos, we could have won that game. We easily could have won the Redskins, Washington football team's game. We could have won the Falcons game, and we wasn't even in the Cowboys game. And I get it. Shout out to Mike Glennon for doing what he can do, for not playing and finally seeing the field and get it. He threw interceptions, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna blame the guy. He had nobody on offense. He moved the ball to what his limitations could give him. When you basically have half your offense not even starting on the field. And not to disrespect Ross, Boyd, and Johnson, but they're not, obviously, they're not, I'm not going to go there. But that being said, I mean, like, what do you expect? How is our offense going to move the ball? You know what I'm saying? And if you look at our defensive side of the ball, there's games this season where our offense is moving the ball. And I get it, our offense hasn't been perfect. We had been making mistakes on the offensive side of the ball. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and the offense been showing up. The defense been not. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones mostly on the offensive side of the ball been showing up. But that being said, I mean, like, where's the defense at? Where has it been? I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, I was going to shout out our offensive player in Kadarius Toney because that's the only light side that I seen on Sunday. Yeah, we got pressure. Yeah, I get it. But where's this team at, man? And you know what? I can't just end this video without picking on the offense because where have you been, Nate? Like, Nate Soldier, you're supposed to be the veteran here, but yet you're not. You haven't been playing good football, man. You just really haven't been playing good football, man. We got undrafted. We got practice squad people that we bring in as best blocking better than Nate. And they're not even blocking the best, and it's still better than Nate. So what are you doing, Soldier? Please tell me. Back to our defensive side of the ball. Like, why do we have a rookie in Aziz outperforming everybody? Outperforming all these other people that been here, that these veterans that a lot of us had high hopes, and myself had high hopes for. Thought it was going to be something real great, and it just didn't gel. And I'm trying to make the excuse like, oh, they need time. It's a really complex system that Patrick Graham is running. But we don't have the time. This defense is shot. It's sad, man. It's really sad, and hopefully we can make something of it. But guess what, guys? We play against Cooper Kupp next week. We play against Robert Woods. We play against Van Jefferson. We play against Harrison, and we play against Matthew Stafford. And that's the weapons we're gonna see next week coming towards us. Yeah, I mentioned Van. Yes, I did. Alright. Because these secondaries on the Giants shown that they can't cover anybody. They can't cover nobody. So yeah, I'm going to obviously mention Van. Yes, absolutely I'm going to mention Van. Van's probably going to get 80 on us. But that being said, Kadarius Toney played an outstanding game. I love the fact that we utilized him. I love the fact that we threw him the ball. And we really didn't even have another playmaker on the field. I don't count Evan Ingram as a playmaker. He doesn't make plays. Man, a lot of things to fix. A lot. I understand it. It looks like a dead season, but there's a lot of things that can come from this season that hopefully we can kind of, get some good things out of the season. I can really see some good things coming out of this season in this bad times. But I'm tired of talking about bad times because it's been bad times for the Giants ever since we won that damn Super Bowl. But we have to have high hopes for the team. I'm going to ride to this team till I die. I just wish we could play better football and fight. That's all I want to see is these guys fight. They do, don't get me wrong, but a little bit more effort, man. Just a little bit more effort, man. On Giants related news, I love to see Dan Campbell up there crying, man. I get it. Some people grow up in the culture where I know I was, but times has changed where you're not supposed to emote. I'm not saying I was growing up in I love my upbringing. It was great. I'm just saying about guys emoting. Sometimes in life you can come across a typical guy shouldn't cry. And, when you see a guy on a pedestal crying because he wants to win a game for his football team and he knows how hard his football team is trying, and if you look at the Lions and how bad they've been losing, close games, close games, man. Going into last season, too, I think there were 8-game losing streak, but all of those 8 games are really close games outside of 1 or 2 or maybe 3. But to see Dan Campbell up there crying because not crying in the sense of just knowing what his team can be and what he wants this team to be, man, is just, it's, bro, like, Dan Campbell, man, bravo for you, because that's showing emotion, and that's showing that, like, you're human, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this tough coaching, I love it, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, like, bro, like, that message that he just sent to his whole locker room, you know, his players are gonna want to play for him more now, just because what he did at that pedestal. And that wasn't planned or anything. He just got emotional, and he just started crying because he wants to win the game so damn badly in this damn league. And, you know, that's a coach that's going back, and that's looking, and that's not, I'm not gonna go there. I wasn't gonna say that. That being said, hopefully they can win the game too. And yeah, Giants for life. Let's get it.